Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Today's article, or at least the article that I'm going to use for this video, I think tries to create a little bit of a negative attitude towards the participants in the activities the article reports. Now, let me read you at least the title of the article, and we can discuss what's going on here. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, and it is from today, the 8th of January 2022. This is the title. Governor of Kursk Oblast, Russia, is trained by Wagner Group mercenaries. Alright, so that's probably supposed to make us denounce and disagree and all that. Now, in all fairness, if I would like to get ready for a battle, for war, I want someone to train me, but that's someone I want to be or have been involved in active duty, active combat, and have a lot of experience. I don't want a fat guy, preferably a short, bald-headed and with thick glasses, telling me how to act in the middle of a fight, unless that fat guy was involved in such a thing for some time. Okay? On the other hand, it could be a tall, handsome, muscular guy who's never seen action in his life and he's going to tell me how to behave in the trenches. You need to build a little bit of, how should I put it, credentials in order for me, at least, to listen to you. It's true that credentials are not as important as knowledge per se, but knowledge, you can take it from direct experience and from reading, participating in lectures, getting information from other people. That's true. But in case of war, I really want that extra, coming from someone who really has both, not only one side. I don't know. That's me. So let's go with this. Wagner Group mercenaries. So these guys are bad dudes. Bad dudes because they do illegal stuff. Now, for me, it doesn't really matter if they're divorced. It doesn't matter if they drove above the speed limit. It doesn't matter if they did hanky-panky. For my own interest, what I care is for that guy over there to give me the exact or the best information, knowledge and training possible. Why? Because I'm not talking here about, hanky-panky. I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about a real life and death situation. So yes, it's true that the ideal situation would be a perfect guy who's clean and is an angel, or hey, maybe Jesus Christ is going to teach you how to survive in a war. Who knows? In any case, I want someone who's trained, who saw action, who was in the middle of it, because he's going to tell you some extra things that probably a guy who, a lecturer might not have experienced if he was not involved in such a direct situation. And you can read all those things, it's true, but it's always the extra that you can get from someone like that, including maybe the admiration that such a person will instill in the trainee. Roman Starovoit, governor of Kursk Oblast of the Russian Federation, has said that he allegedly completed a combat training course in the camp of the Wagner Private Military Company, PMC. Quote from Starovoit, and I'm quoting, obviously. The first week of the new year was spent with colleagues from the administration of Kursk Oblast and citizens of Kursk in the training camp of the Wagner PMC, surrounded by real men and patriots of Russia. Hundreds of citizens of Kursk have already been trained here and at training grounds in our oblast and will be able to protect their native lands as well as support our army if it is needed. End quote. So the Russians are getting ready for any case scenario, which could be a successful counteroffensive or invasion of foreign troops, whatever those might be. I don't think that's a bad idea whatsoever. And as I said, when you are involved, engaged in a war, you don't have time to pick and choose. That's another thing. So this Kursk Oblast, I know it's close to the border with Ukraine, so I think it just makes sense that you could have maybe experienced military personnel or mercenaries that could train your kind of tricks. Now it's up to you to make your own decisions once you are right there in the field, and tell nobody. Or at least, have your conscience clean or dirty. But who has it clean? I'm just asking. Jesus Christ, but he's gone. But he's coming back, don't worry. So anyway, the surprising thing is that the Russians are training, the population is training for a possible, mobilization. So they jump from one train to another while they're moving. So it's not like, oh my God, let's go and train right now. Military training is necessary, and I think it should be mandatory for short spurts of time, short sprints, short periods of times, like for instance the Swiss are doing. I went to Switzerland a few times. I had some acquaintances over there, and they all, I'm talking about in this case adult male, they told me that they have to go every year for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending on their military, their age. They have to go and train. Besides the first initial regular training, they all have military, not bullshit, military automatic weapons at home with ammunition. They don't have like the Americans here. Oh yeah, I have an AR-15. It's an automatic war style. That's not the quality. Let's start with that one. If you shoot 1,000 rounds, the barrel melts. And the same thing for the AK-47 sold by Romanians, Chinese, Russians, and Serbs and so on. Those are not military grade military weapons. And these guys still want to ban the automatic weapons. Blah, blah, blah. They banned it already, I think, in the 70s. And now they want to go deeper and deeper. Anyway, I would envision something like this where the population is trained to defend its country and its rights. Rights that could be always be violated by other people in certain kind of positions. So I don't see anything extraordinary about having a mercenary training you. It's your decision to make your decisions. It's your decision. It's your how should I put it? Duty to make the right decision or the wrong decisions while you are in the field. And believe me, training is one thing, and when you are in the middle of it, that's a different thing at times. Especially when you are under fire. You have the training, but also you have your instincts, and you have your fears and all that. So, good for these guys. They get ready. What's wrong with that? I don't care if there's a... do you think that if you have a French foreign legionnaire training you, do you think that that somehow is, is going to pour inside your head and your heart some morality or something? You don't know what he did. Oh, you think he's going to follow the Geneva Convention and the rule of law, the rule of war and all this? Maybe not. I'm telling you, at the end is about individual. Now you say, well, nowadays there's direct communication between the commanding officers and people behind all this, so you can't really do something hanky-panky because they would know. Well, that's true, they would know, but people cover for people, institutions cover for institutions, and countries cover for countries, if you know what I mean. So, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.